Good afternoon, East Texas Cigar Tribe. Chris here, smoking the Perdomo Champagne 10th anniversary stick. Sitting out here in the shop, doing a little CC75 maintenance. This is a mellow stick. So this is a Nicaraguan stick. A lot of the guys that smoke it or that I've seen review it say it's an all-day stick. It's one that you can smoke, get enjoyment out of it at breakfast all the way through the day because it's a very flavorful stick, and I would tend to agree with them, but it's supposed to be light in strength. Remember, we talked about this. You can have a cigar that is full of flavor that doesn't have a ton of punch in the nicotine department. This is one of those that is not, the blend is supposed to be low in nicotine, not that it doesn't have nicotine. And you know, nicotine-free stick. However, that's the deal. Definitely got some spice working. You know, I've smoked a little bit of it, got a pretty good burn going. You know, I'm in the first third. I'm getting spice. I'm getting creamy, buttery flavor. I don't really get much coffee. I read a review that said there's coffee in it. Coffee notes. I don't know, maybe very light. Not getting a lot of coffee, if any. You know, kind of earthy, kind of nutty. Definitely cream. Yeah, definitely cream. I'm not getting coffee. Cream, nutty, some spice, light spice, but spice is there. Pretty flavorful stick. As for nicotine punch, I don't know yet. So, sitting out here in the shop, kids were out in the pasture shooting this weekend under close adult supervision. And one of the guns they were shooting was my CZ75 SPO1, one of my trusty carry guns. So people all the time ask about, you know, gun safety. I got friends that aren't big firearm guys, and, you know, takes a lot of practice, a lot of handling. I don't care how good you are. I don't care if you're a police officer out there doing your business. I've known cops that have accidentally discharged firearms in their own living room. And if you're a member of this tribe, you know who you are. And it's no good deal. You know, you do that because it's real simple. You drop the hammer, or you pull the trigger and drop the hammer, or the striker, or whatever you're shooting with a firing system, and guess what? There's a round in the chamber. Number one reason, only reason, accidental discharge. Round in the chamber when the hammer falls. So the first thing that I talk to folks about, when you pick up a gun, make sure it's not loaded. Or if it is loaded, great, dude. I got friends that carry all the time and, hey, check out my new pistol. And they hand it to me loaded. You know, not the best habit in the whole wide world, but it happens. But guess what? I'm going to look, see if there's a magazine. If that's the deal and he doesn't want it unloaded, I go, hey, man, is it loaded? Yeah, man, there's one in the pipe. I'm always keeping it. When I'm out here in the shop, I got really no neighbors. I got my own house, and I still keep it in a safe direction. I don't cover myself with the muzzle. If I start doing this stuff, dude, I'm coming close to covering myself. Don't cover yourself with the muzzle. That's the damage end of the gun. Keep it in a safe direction at all times. It ain't no damn joke. Guns are no joke. So when you get a gun, if you're gonna clean it, first thing first, drop the magazine. Because if you don't drop the magazine and you go to clear it and you check it, you're looking down the pipe, making sure there's nothing in it. I've known a lot of guys that have been let the slide go home with a magazine in. Guess what? They just rechambered. I've known some really experienced combat Marines that have let a round down range because of that, because they were tired, they were fatigued, whatever. Drop the damn magazine and then check. If you got one and there's a round in it, or you think you have a round in it, I'm going to go ahead and let this hammer drop. I'm going to roll my finger out, fingers off the trigger. It's going to catch at the half cock, like so. Guess what? I may not know there's a round in it or not. You can real simply, fingers on the side of the slide, and you can do a press check. I can pull it back, and I can see if there's a round in it. And there is, dude. There's a round chambered in this gun right now. So guess what? I'm going to drop the mag, and I'm going to clear it. And you see when I just did that? I went over the top. I didn't grab around the front of the gun, went over the top, and I cleared it, man. Clear the gun. Guess what? I'm checking again. I'm looking down it to make sure there's nothing in the magazine well, and there's nothing in the chamber. Every time. That's the deal. So gun safety, gun safety. So that's not what I was talking about. But the fact is I'm sitting out here cleaning the gun, so I thought I'd throw my 2 cents worth in. Do I have experience with them? Yeah, man. I'm a highly trained, dedicated Marine. Was a instructor for CQB in the Marine Corps. I was also PR-24 instructor, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I don't want to get shot, and I don't want to shoot somebody accidentally. So I'm out here doing this. But the reason I'm even bringing that up is, so here's the deal. So we're smoking a cigar, and we're jacking with something other than the cigar. We're not sitting there. I'm relaxing, dude. I get a lot of pleasure out of sitting in the garage. I got my chickens over here coming up. Dude, it's relaxing to me. I got my motorcycles around me. I'm doing business. This is kind of a safe man zone for me, or a girl zone if you're a girl rider or whatever. But the point is that I'm cleaning a firearm. So I've got an oily rag, and I'm cleaning a firearm. I'm touching it. If you touch your firearm, I'm going to wipe my hand off before I touch the cigar and continue smoking. I try to have one hand that is relatively clean. If I got a business hand that is wiping oil and whatnot, I try not to do it with both. You know, it can happen. Things do happen. But for you experienced wing eaters, if you're eating super hot wings, dude, you never eat with both hands. You keep one hand that you can get clean rags and get to the other hand. Otherwise, touch your face, touch your eyes, touch wherever, and you're smoking hot somewhere that you're not supposed to be. So same deal with a cigar. Man, you got a $10, $15 cigar, a $2 cigar. You know, you want to get the most enjoyment out of it, don't have it covered in oil. But if you do, and we've talked about this in other videos, dude, it is what it is. Smoke them the way you want them, enjoy it. Part of it is enjoying the smoke, enjoying company. I'm sitting out here doing what I enjoy doing. In this case, I'm cleaning the trusty CZ, but guess what? I might be working on a tractor. I might be doing whatever. Try to keep a hand clean if you can. If you can't, keep a rag around so you can wipe your hand. Because otherwise, you're going to get the stick so funky, even though I'm holding on to it by the band, sooner or later it's going to get down here into the last third, or really in the case of this band, maybe even halfway through the stick, I'm starting to touch the band. So I'm removing it, and guess what? Now I got a stinky, nasty stick. And in the case of gun oil, sometimes you got a lot of gun oil. You shouldn't have to coat your gun with oil. That's not the deal. You lube the parts that are touching. You wipe the rest down for corrosion resistance. But from a lubrication standpoint, the places where metal is touching metal, that's it. That's really where you need to be. Outside of that, you need just enough of protectant, whatever protectant you're using, to keep corrosion from forming on the firearm. So long and short of it, dude, be safe if you're shooting guns. And the big point is, don't get your stick all nasty with CLP or whatever you're cleaning your gun with, your Remington lube or whatever, your Hoppy whatever. Don't do it, man. Let's keep these sticks nice and fresh so we can smoke them all the way to the nub. So let's see where we're at on this. See what I did there? I almost broke my own rule. Man, this is getting good. I've only been smoking it with you guys and gals for 2 or 3 minutes. Actually, about 9 minutes and 40 seconds to be exact. There's a faux pas. Don't ever ash on top of your firearm. So, it's getting even creamier. I might have a little sweetness coming through now. So it's changing, getting interesting. Yeah, man, nice, very nice. So that's the deal, guys. Perdomo Limited Champagne 10th anniversary stick. Great smoking stick. I can see how you can smoke this all day. I can see how this could be a breakfast stick. It might be a little expensive to have for an everyday breakfast stick, which, you know, my breakfast stick is usually those M1s, the Macanudo knockoffs. But dude, I'm on vacation, sitting poolside, falling like a beachside, and guess what? I'm probably smoking something like this for breakfast. I'm sitting out by the pool having my coffee in the morning. Yeah, man, tasty, tasty, tasty stick. Okay, boys and girls, so anybody's asking, it's my CZ75, it's a SPO1. It is awesome, awesome little pistol. It has, it's double single, so when I carry it, I carry one in the pipe, and I typically don't carry the hammer all the way down. I carry it at the half cock. However, double check, triple check. So it's a double single, so you can pull the trigger and do business, or you can cock it and do business. There you go, double single with an ambidextrous if you're strong enough to use it with your little pointer finger, ambidextrous decocker. There you go. These guns come in a couple of different variations. You can have them full single, you can have a safety, you can have like this with a double single and a decocker. All right, guys and gals, I think you can even have a double single with no decocker. I'll have to check on that. If somebody knows the answer to it, put it down in the comments. Hey man, how about subscribing to my dadgum channel? I'm gonna post as much content as I can about cigars. Dude, what we do here is we live in the country. We live in the country. You just missed the chickens. They came up to visit. If I walk out, they'll probably come up because they think they're gonna get free food. We like to run the side-by-side on our rally course that we have out back. We also have a little set of trails out back for riding motorcycles, which I might add, my son is in trouble because he hadn't cleaned his bike. And dude, we like to ride Harleys. It's my kid's Super Glide, trusty road glide, and that's what we do, man. So we're just regular old dudes. We ain't trying to do anything special. We're trying to give a public service over here. Hey guys and gals, I'm well into the second third, entering the last third of this cigar. It's not nubbed out by any stretch. But I'm going to tell you right now, the sweetness has come back. Still getting a little spice on the tongue, but not a ton of spice. I'd expect more from this right now. I never have had that real hit of a nicotine rush that I was expecting as you get down and the cigar gets a little more pungent, if you will, a little stronger as it gets down the, you know, as oils and stuff stack up as you smoke a cigar. This is indeed an all-day smoke. It's been about an hour and 15-minute smoke so far, maybe a little longer, and I'm enjoying it. I've smoked this one other time. I bought it at the local brick and mortar. I can't remember if it was a Churchill or not, but I had the wrap come loose on me, and a little disappointed in that. But this one, quality's been good, smoke's been good, burn's been good, enjoyed the cigar. So there you have it, Perdomo Champagne anniversary. You guys go smoke you one. Post up what you're smoking. Hey man, please subscribe to this channel. Y'all have fun. See you later.